Good day, Bear Nation. I just wanted to talk to you for a second about some of the changes you're going to see when you come back to school here in a couple weeks. You'll see the preview of each of the different levels and what school is going to look like. So we thank you for taking the time to check it out. Obviously, as you know, safety is our #1 priority, so we want to just kind of go through what a school day is going to look like.
Hello, I'm Dr. Flannery, Assistant Superintendent for the Manheim Central School District. On August 17th, the Pennsylvania Department of Education released information to schools from the Department of Health requiring staff and students to wear face coverings at all times. This no longer allows us to remove face coverings when socially distanced by 6 feet. While face coverings will now be worn for the majority of the school day, learners will be able to remove their face masks when eating or drinking and separated by 6 feet. During face covering breaks that last no longer than 10 minutes, or when wearing a face covering creates an unsafe condition. When thinking about a typical school day, face coverings will then be removed during lunch, parts of physical education and recess, and at scheduled mask breaks throughout the day. As future updates are announced, we will be sure to share them with you.
Hello, Barron Elementary learners and families. I'm your principal, Mr. Pyle, and we are so excited to welcome you to a new school year as we begin our second year at Barron Elementary. We have only begun to create wonderful memories at our new school, and you will certainly be a huge part in making great things happen again this year. Thank you for joining us today as we take you through what a day will look like for your child here at our school. Please understand that while you will be presented with some changes to what you've experienced in the past, as outlined in the Manheim Central School District's Health and Safety Plan, one thing will remain the same: passion for learning. The passion and love of learning that we devote to our kids each and every day is why we do what we do here at Barron Elementary. Your child's social, emotional, and academic well-being is our main priority here at Barron Elementary. Through your support of the changes to our procedures, we can certainly be difference makers in doing our part to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19. Before we begin, let me first introduce our helpers that have joined us today. Aubrey and Kendall will be joining the middle school next year, and Johnny and Cade will remain here in our building at Barron Elementary. These learners will be a huge help to me as we walk you through your day. Now, before we begin, we have an important message from one of our Manheim Central School nurses.
There are some important things to remember before you even leave your house. If you have a fever of 100.4 or higher, have a cough, sore throat, shortness of breath, diarrhea, chills, or have difficulty breathing, these are signs that you should stay home from school. If you or someone in your immediate family have been in close contact with someone who tested positive for coronavirus, please call your school nurse or your doctor for guidance on what to do next. While we want you here, we also want to ensure your safety and the safety of those around you.
Hi, my name is Barbara Spees. I am Transportation Specialist for Manheim Central School District. We would like to highlight 5 points in our Transportation Safety and Health Plan. First, we will be mandating masks or face shields on the bus. Please make sure your learner has their face mask or shield and when they arrive at the bus stop. We will be providing extra disposable masks on the bus if needed. Secondly, we will be running our buses as normal as we can. With that being said, social distancing will not occur on every bus, but we will do our best to social distance as much as possible. Thirdly, we will be keeping the first row of seats open to maintain social distancing from the bus driver. Next, we will be disinfecting our buses daily. And our last point is we will keep windows partially down throughout the trip to maintain airflow. So please have your learners dressed accordingly for the weather. If you are a parent who will be driving their learner, parent pickup may change at each building. Please watch for communication from your building principal.
As you arrive to school, whether by bus, car, or walking, you will proceed to one of our designated temperature checking stations. Our bus and walker temperature checking station will occur at the main doors of our school. Our car rider temperature checking station will occur at our side entrance. Once you arrive, please wear your facial covering and practice social distancing as you approach our temperature checking stations. Once you have had your temperature checked, please proceed inside the building and use the hand sanitizer station in the lobby. Here, you will be greeted by myself, Miss Coonan, and Ivy, our very own facility dog. She can't wait to meet you. Ivy will be joining us this year for the very first time, and she's very excited to meet all of you. She is coming to us from the Phoenix Assistance Dogs of Central Pennsylvania. Ivy's primary handler is our school nurse, Mrs. Shearer. You will see Ivy in your classrooms, the library, and throughout the hallways during the year. Okay, you will then walk directly to your homeroom unless you are choosing to receive breakfast in our cafeteria. As you walk through the hallways, it is important that you keep your facial covering on while you say hello to your friends and staff members as you move through our halls. As you arrive to your classroom, enter the room and move to your learning station. Your teacher will have assigned seats in the room. Once you have emptied your backpack of all your personal items, please feel free to visit your locker as directed by your classroom teacher or aide. We will have several hand sanitizing stations set up for you to use as you enter and leave the classroom. Only a small amount will do. Your teacher will have important guidelines established for the sharing and returning of items in the classroom. Please try to use your own personal supply of learning tools throughout the day. Most of these items will be supplied by the school or your child's teacher: pencils, crayons, glue, and scissors. If you're sharing an item, please make sure that you wash your hands after you've used it. For example, we are fortunate to have a wonderful PTO at Barron Elementary that will be providing each of you with your very own Barron Elementary School water bottle. You can use the water bottle throughout the day, as our water fountains will have bottle fillers for you to use. You will also notice your teachers, our support staff, and me wearing facial coverings during the day. We are doing this to help mitigate the spreading of germs throughout our building. We understand that this will appear and feel a little strange. However, it is extremely important to know that we all have a responsibility to keep each other safe and healthy. As you exit the bathroom, please go directly to the nearest hand washing station. Make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly with the soap provided as you practice good hygiene. You can practice this at home. Try singing happy birthday to yourself. Wouldn't it be cool to celebrate your birthday every day? In fact, wait, it just so happens that today is my birthday. How old do you think I am today, kids? Be careful, Cade. One of our favorite parts of the day is recess. You will still enjoy the same amount of recess time that you have had in the past. Please keep in mind social distancing when you are playing on the equipment, since this is an area that is difficult to maintain 6 feet from your friends. Your class will have access to all the areas of recess, the grass fields, the basketball court, and the playground equipment as you stay within your class. Each class will be dismissed one at a time, and enter the building and report to the hand washing stations before going further into Barron Elementary. Hey, we're getting hungry. It's time for lunch. Each morning you will choose from 4 options from our Barron cafeteria. A hot lunch, a salad, alternate sandwich, peanut butter and jelly or turkey, or a Barronable. You can certainly also pack and bring your own lunch from home each day. Our cafeteria is set up so you can sit without having to wear a mask and still be near your friends. As you enter the cafeteria, report to your assigned seat and wait for your lunch to be delivered right to you. What service! And don't forget to say thank you. You can then remove your mask and attach it to your district-issued lanyard. Because please be respectful and do not touch another student's lunch, shout across the tables of the cafeteria, or leave your seat without permission from one of our lunch aides. Simply raise your hand if you need to get up, and we will respond to your needs or questions. We want you to enjoy a peaceful and relaxing dining experience at our Barron cafeteria. Once you finish, you will put your facial covering and dispose of all your trash at the nearest trash can in our cafeteria. You will then exit the cafeteria and stop at the hand sanitizing station or one of the hand washing stations before you return to your classroom. A safety patrolman or support staff member will help guide you on your way. We do a lot of reading here at Barron Elementary, and I hope that you are ready and have been reading over the summer. We will be sending home books for you to read for the week or a few days. These books can travel between home and school each day. And once you have finished with your books, you will turn them into the book holding station where they will stay for 72 hours before being put back into circulation. You can then select new books to read as directed by your teacher. Your teacher will have you wash your hands following the classroom procedures. Wow, our time together is flying by. It is almost time for our dismissal. As you prepare to finish your day at Barron Elementary, we ask that you pay close attention to your teacher as they organize you for dismissal. Make sure that you have everything you need to go home with, homework included. Please remain in your seat until your teacher calls for bus riders, car riders, and walkers. Our bus riders will exit through our main doors and walk to the bus. Our car riders will exit our side door and wait for the parent to pick them up. And finally, our walkers will be dismissed last and will exit through the main entrance after the buses have departed. Well, there you have it. We hope that you always have a great day of learning here at Barron Elementary. We are so looking forward to seeing everyone for the first day of school on August 31st. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you again to our special guests, Cade, Johnny, Kendall, and Aubrey. Hey, as always, proud to be a Barron.